fifth graders, this is Miss McCormick again. We're going to be working on your spelling words for this story. There's lots of phonics rules that are going to be in play in this list. I'm going to break it into two parts, so it's not too much at one time. Please take your time as you go through these words. There's lots that we're going to be talking about. Let me go ahead and do a quick review on closed syllables. Closed syllables are one vowel plus one or more consonants, and the vowel is going to be short. Here's some examples. Here's one vowel followed by one consonant. The vowel is going to be short. Ah. Same thing for set. One vowel followed by one or more consonants. It's going to be closed. The vowel is short. Here's an example of two consonants after one vowel. The vowel is still going to be short. Eh. Even if the two consonants make one sound, like with this digraph, the vowel is still going to be short because it's one vowel followed by one or more consonants, not consonant sounds, but consonants. The vowel is going to be short. This is going to be important for you to remember because if the vowel is short in a one-syllable word, then it's going to influence what comes after it in certain situations, and we will have a couple of those words in our list. So I want to make sure that you remember the closed syllable. One vowel followed by one or more consonants, the vowel is short. Alright, let's get started with our list. The first word is going to be excuse. Excuse. Let's sound it out. Excuse. There's lots of little parts that we usually say together, but they're actually separate sounds, so they need their own boxes. Excuse. Alright, the first sound is e. X. X. So that's the X, and watch, it goes across two boxes because it represents both of those sounds. X, the sound is X. X. The next sound is K. The next two sounds are U, Y, U. U. We draw the U across two boxes because it represents Y and U. It's the Y and the U. U. The last sound is Z. About 60% of the time, Z is represented by the S. Now to make this the long U, we need the silent E to make the U say U. That's a lot going on in one word. Excuse. Alright, the next word is scene. I watched the scary movie Scene. Sound it out. Scene. Now this one has an unusual rule with it. It's called the silent consonants. It usually occurs either at the beginning or the final position of words. Here it is. The SC is going to say the S sound. You have to know which words this occurs in. Okay, scene is one of those words. S is spelled with the SC. The C is silent. The next sound is E. We need this to make the long E, so we need the silent E to make it say its long sound. Scene. If you want to cross out the C so that you can remember that it does not make a sound, you can do that too. The next word is muscle. Muscle. Sound it out. S-ul. The first sound is S. That's got that silent C in it. And ul. We don't do two separate boxes for the consonant LE. It's more or less all indicated as one. Imagine that the L kind of kicks that E and it slides around and it lands upside down. An upside down E is the sound. That's called the schwa. Let me just get this over. Schwa. A schwa sound can be for any unaccented vowel. Also, for the consonant LE, it's the consonant, well, in this case, the S sound. Ul. Muscle. This vowel is short. Muscle. The next word is explore. Sound it out. Explore. Explore. The first sound is e. Ks. Is that X again? P. Please make sure that your line goes under the writing line and your bubble sits on the writing line. Ul. O. We need that O to be long. Silent E makes the O say its long sound. Explore. The next word is pledge. Pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag. Pledge. Sound it out. P-l-e-j. The first sound is P. Make sure it goes under the writing line, then the bubble sits on the writing line. Ul. E. J. Now, the letter that says J is the J. Okay? But in this word, the J is not at the end of this word. When we have a J sound at the end of a word, usually a single syllable word, following a single short vowel, like eh, it's going to be spelled with a D, G, E. Let me say that again. The J sound at the end of a single syllable word following a single short vowel is going to be spelled with D, G, E to represent the J sound. Alright, the next word is journal. Journal. Sound it out. J-er-n-a-ul. Journal. The first sound is J. It is spelled with a J. I could not find why is spelled this way in this word, because would be E-R-I-R-U-R, but in this word it's O-U-R. It may be due to the word origin, but I could not find that information. Journal. Ul. Now this is a two-syllable word, journal. The syllable break is right here. Okay. One syllable is accented, which means stressed. You put more force behind it. And one is unstressed. In the unstressed syllable, most of the time the vowel is going to be a schwa. Okay. In the unaccented syllable, the vowel will be a schwa. The next word is science. Sound it out. S-I-N-C. The first sound is S, and it is the silent C. S, I, E, N, S. Now let me show you this. A C followed by an E, I, or Y will say the S sound. So science, the C followed by the E is going to say S. So let's circle those so that you remember that that is why that E is there. It's not to influence anything before it. it is to make the C say the S sound. This is a two-syllable word. If you clap it out, science. Sci is the first syllable. Ence is the second syllable. The vowel at the end of a syllable is an open syllable, and the vowel is a long sound. Science. That is part of the second syllable. It is not being influenced by the silent E, so the vowel is short. Ence. Science. You can scratch off draw a line through the C so you remember the C is silent. The next word is schedule. Sound it out. S-k-e-j-u-l. Schedule. The first sound is S. K. Because this word is from Greek, because of its Greek origin, CH says the K sound. CH says the K sound. Sk. E. Now we say J because of the co-articulation with the vowel sounds around it. We say J, but it is spelled with a D. Schedule. Silent E to make it say U. Schedule. This says the J because of articulation, the influence of the sounds that are around it. Schedule. And it is Greek. It was influenced by the original Greek word, I should say. So the CH says K. Alright, and the last one for this part of the video is going to be gigantic. Gigantic. Let's sound it out. J-I-G-A-N-T-I-C. Gigantic. Remember when I said about the C? It says a S when followed by an E, I, or Y. The G followed by an E, I, or Y will say J. J. Now if you hear our word gigantic, it's the J sound. J. Gi. So G, and please make your bubble on the writing line, and then your hook under, curling to the front. J. I. G. A. N. T. I. K. Here's a vowel, here's a vowel, here's a vowel sound. We have 3 vowel sounds, so we have 3 syllables. Ji is the first syllable, gan is the next syllable, and tick is the next syllable. Remember I told you about closed syllables. Let me scoot this up. Closed syllables. The vowel is going to be short. G-I, I is at the end of the syllable. There's nothing after it. It's open. Open syllables, the vowel is long. G followed by an E, I, or Y, we'll say the J sound. J-I. Here's my second syllable. Let me see about covering these up. Here's my second syllable. 1 vowel followed by 1 consonant. The vowel is going to be short. A. Gi, gan. Here's another syllable. 1 vowel followed by 1 consonant. The vowel is going to be short. The short sound for this letter is I, tick. Gi, gan, tick. Okay. Alright, that is the first part of your list. Like I said, there was lots of different phonics rules that were in play for this list, and that's going to be true for the second half. See you in a little bit.